Hey all, here comes Julie to talk to you. She's gonna have a seat here in just a second. Good, excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna scooch up next to you.
Okay, perfect. So this will allow you to hear any questions that come in. So I've asked everyone to come off mute. Oh, there's Zach coming in to say hi. And I turned it. Can someone say something?
Hi, good morning.
Might be loud. That's why I was.
Was that Risa? Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. So what questions do we have? Julie, that was such a great talk. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad.
I love the distinction between change management and leadership change activation.
Cool.
That was one of my key takeaways. Cool. Who else? Anyone have any comments or questions for Julie?
Hi, Julie. Candace Heiderbach here. Nice to meet you. Great talk, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciated it. I'm curious if you're seeing different levels of resistance in different levels of leadership. So I focused, of course, a lot at the executive level, but I work mostly with midline leaders, director, senior managers, some VPs. I'm just curious from your perspective if you're seeing different sort of challenges in those areas and at the exec level.
Yeah, I actually think that middle to upper level leadership, they're a really important group to get activated. And so some of the challenges that we spoke about are the same. There's some resistance, there's some fear, there's some concern that if they acknowledge that they're using AI, that they're going to be held back in their careers, right? Because they're not seeing those senior leaders really activated. But I think that they're actually the people that can make a meaningful impact on the culture by being willing to take that risk. And so finding a way to fuel their courage, I think, is going to be the secret sauce at a lot of companies. We're definitely seeing they're getting the squeeze, right? They're getting the people below them who are like, you just want to take our jobs, and the people above them who are like, I'm too busy to use AI, and yet they're being told they need to use AI, right? And so I think that is a different set of challenges, but the leader activation approach that we laid out, it actually does work very nicely to give them the opportunity to build some language about that fear and that concern and that challenge. And really what this is all about is giving them the opportunity to find the language to talk about this challenge. Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, thanks, Candace, for the question. I think we have time for one or two more. Okay, we got one coming in the chat here. Let's see.
Yeah, the Google on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Google on steroids it's true, and it's there. I think, honestly, this is going to sound maybe a little trite, but I had that problem with one of my colleagues. He was just determined to not use AI. He's like, I don't understand why I need to learn this. And he's a very senior level person in our organization. And we literally started doing weekly team challenges with AI. So like our Trell talked yesterday about doing the superhero thing, right? Like put yourself as a superhero. Like just having some fun with it for 5 or 10 minutes in our team meetings. And when he started to see what everybody else was doing with it, and then he just tried it finally one day, and it was like the penny dropped, and he was like, I couldn't do this on Google, right? Like, and so I understand that it might feel like too much fun for some organizations, and I think you said it's a CFO. No, it's CEO
yeah.
and founder, yeah. CFOs aren't always so down for fun.
Sorry,
CFOs.
CFOs,
Exactly.
so true.
Some of them are, but yeah, let's just face it. But I think trying to find ways to put some peer pressure on it, like by creating that level of visibility, like other people are doing really cool things, and they're not high risk things. Like we're not putting the business at risk yet, we're just trying to learn. The challenge that I put to my team as the CEO of Karrikins Group 18 months ago was you need to learn about AI because our customers are being confronted with it every single day. So we might not be using it a lot in our business because we're a deeply human business, but if we don't know about it, then we're not going to be able to be in service to our customers. So let's learn about it in a low stakes way. So when we have a high stakes situation, we're ready for it. And so some of that, I think, is what finally broke through with my colleague, and then just setting him up for a degree of, shame if he didn't participate.
There's always that.
Yeah. I don't know if that gives you some ideas.
Amazing. Any other questions for Julie? We have time for one more, and if not, I have one for her. Go ahead, Rachel.
I have one quick one, Julie. Thank you. Fantastic talk. The bias, the challenge biases. Sometimes I think it's difficult because people don't even know what biases they may or may not have. So is there anything or any tips that you have in terms of bringing that a little bit more to the forefront in this work?
Yeah, I think one of the unique things around bias is that AI is not creating the biases, it's just making them visible in a different way, right? So some of these challenges that we've had culturally more broadly, and then also within organizations or within particular domains, like engineering or finance or some of the other specialty areas, some of those are having a resurgence because of AI rather than being created by AI capabilities. And I think acknowledging that and finding your way into the conversation can be really hard for people because they want to believe that we're past all of that, right? They want to believe that we don't have those issues anymore. And so one suggestion that I have for people when it comes to working with bias and culture in any domain, much less with AI implementation, is it's helpful to give people some specific questions just to get them into a routine or a habit of challenging bias for themselves. So for example, if somebody brings something to them that's AI generated, what are the first 3 questions that they should ask themselves? So one might be, do I understand the formula or am I questioning the data? To use my analogy about the spreadsheet, right? So like, am I asking them about how they got here, or am I questioning the output? Because understanding the thinking behind it helps you understand that person and how they approached the problem, rather than questioning whether or not they've come up with a capable answer. What the specific questions are will be different depending on the domain, but that giving leaders a little bit of a script to challenge their thinking or to interrupt their defaults, right? Because remember, we got to interrupt something that's really deep inside. And so to your point, they don't always even know they're there. So how can we think about 2 or 3 questions in a particular context that helps bring those to the front?
Great, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Great. So last question that I have for you, Julie, is is the white paper that you shared with the in-person group available for the virtual people to access?
It is. It's available for download on our website.
Okay.
And we can also, I think we have the mailing list for everybody who's virtual, so we can send out a link to it as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Great. So watch for the white paper or look for it on the Karrikins website.
Yeah.
And Julie, thanks so much for popping over and for
Absolutely.
your talk. It was
Hi,
lovely.
everybody. It's great to see everyone. Thanks for joining us virtually.
Yeah. Thanks all.
Yeah.
We'll see you after lunch.
All right, sounds great.